जय गुरुदेव एवरीवन। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वर गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। इस श्लोक का अर्थ है, गुरु ही ब्रह्मा है, गुरु ही विष्णु है और गुरु ही भगवान शंकर है। गुरु ही साक्षात परब्रह्म है। ऐसे गुरु को मैं शत शत प्रणाम करता हूँ।
Hello students. So today I am going to read chapter number 3. The name of the chapter is The Tiger's Whisker. A young woman by the name of Yun Ok came one day to the cottage of a mountain hermit. "Oh, Holy Father," she said, "I am in deep distress. If you do not help me, I am truly lost." "Well, what is your problem?" said the hermit. "Oh, Father," said the woman, "for the past 3 years my husband has been away fighting in the wars. Now that he has returned, he hardly ever speaks to me. He used to love me dearly, but now he is a changed man. If I speak to him, he doesn't seem to hear. If ever he talks to me, he speaks very roughly. If the food is not to his liking, he pushes it away and leaves the room angrily." "Dear, it does happen sometimes," said the hermit. "When young men come back home after the wars, their hearts are full of bitterness. Please, Father, give me some potion that will make my husband loving and gentle as he used to be." "A potion for your husband?" said the hermit. "Well, come back after 3 days, and I will tell you what I shall need for such a potion." 3 days later, Yun Ok came back to the hermit. "I have thought over your problem," said the hermit. "To make the potion you want, I will need the whisker of a living tiger. Bring me a living tiger's whisker, and I will make the potion you want." "The whisker of a living tiger?" said the woman in surprise. "How could it be possible for me to get such a thing?" "You'll find it if you think the potion is really important," said the hermit. Then he stood up and walked out of his cottage. Yun Ok went back home. She thought a great deal about how she could get a tiger's whisker. Then one night, when her husband was asleep, she quietly crept from her house with a bowl of meat in her hand. She went to a place in the forest where a tiger was known to live. Standing far off from the tiger's cave, she held out the bowl of food towards the tiger. The tiger looked at it but did not move at all. The next night, Yun Ok went again. This time she came a little closer to the tiger's cave. Again she held out a bowl of food, but the beast didn't care. Night after night she would go to the mountain, getting each time a few steps closer to the tiger's cave. One night she walked almost to the mouth of the cave. This time the tiger moved a few steps toward the woman. The two stood looking at each other in the moonlight. They were so close that Yun Ok could talk to the tiger in a soft and gentle voice. The tiger looked long into her eyes and then ate the food she had brought for him. When Yun Ok came again the next night, she found the tiger waiting for her on the trail. After the tiger had eaten the food brought for him, Yun Ok caressed his head gently with her hands. This continued for many days. Then one night, caressing the tiger's head lovingly, Yun Ok said, "O gentle tiger, I want one of your whiskers. Please don't be angry when I have it." And she snipped off one of the tiger's whiskers. The tiger was not angry at all. Early next morning, she went running to the hermit's cottage and said, "Holy Father, I have got what you needed for the potion. I have got the tiger's whisker." The hermit took the whisker and dropped it into the fire burning in his cottage. "Oh, sir," "oh, sir," the young woman cried, "what have you done? I had got it after so much effort. "Tell me how you got it," said the hermit. "Every night I went to the tiger living on the mountainside. I would take with me a bowl of food, but I was afraid and kept a good distance from the tiger. By and by I overcame my fear and went a little closer. At last, one night, the tiger ate the food I had brought for him. Then a time came when he would stand on the trail waiting for me. He would eat out of the bowl in many hands, and then it was not difficult for me to have one of the whiskers." "So you won the tiger's confidence through your love," said the hermit. "Yes, but now all my effort has come to nothing," said Yun Ok, very sadly. "You have thrown the whisker in the fire. You have no need of a portion now. So the whisker was useless. Eunuch, I ask you a question. Is a man more ferocious than a tiger? If you can win the love and confidence of a wild beast, you can surely do the same with your husband. There can be none who can't be won through love. Hearing this, Eunuch was speechless. She got up, touched the hermit's feet, and went back home. She always kept in her mind what the hermit had said. Okay, student. So now this reading of this chapter is over. Now you all will read it twice. Okay. Bye bye.